Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Brands Around the World. Today's topic is going to be a good one, something close to my heart. It's going to be about my hair. I have something called brother locks. They're not dreadlocks. They're not micro locks, but they're brother locks, more like sister locks for the female. Funny thing about it is that I got a lot of questions about it now that my hair is growing and it's getting longer. And I'm going to do a tutorial about this and my journey also. A little bit about Brother Locks. Brother Locks was started by Dr. Joanne Caldwell, founded in 1993, and has been trademarked. Now, it's trademarked because if you do wear it, there's such thing as micro lock that look almost similar, but if you do wear it, she wants to sue you. Figure, money is involved. Okay, so my hair, I usually go out of the country a lot because I like traveling, and every time I was recently in Cali, and in Cali I was getting stopped constantly about my hair. A lot of people wanted to touch it, thought it was strings, thought it was stringy. Oh, what is that? What is that? Do you have strings in your hair? I said, no, that's my hair. These are brother locks. Well, I don't tell them it's brother locks. I just tell them they're locks. Simple fact that most people don't know what brother locks outside the United States is. And most people in the United States don't know what brother lock is. So I just say the locks just to now go through that whole process. But let me let you know, brother locks are just, like I said, they're really micro locks, but just with patent in 1993 by, like I said, Dr. Joanne Cornwell. I use it because I really like it. I used to have big, long dreads before, thick dreads. And when I cut mine off, because I went into the military, when I cut myself and when I got out, I said, you know what? I've always seen the sister lock and I loved them. I thought they were gorgeous. They were just beautiful. They just flowy. They were nice. I said I wanted something like that. I researched it, found out about Dr. Cornwell, and looked on the internet, saw that you have to be a certified brother lock or sister lock technologist, I guess. And I looked it up, and then I paid for it. I didn't pay that much because at the time when I paid it, I searched a few places, and some people want like a 1900, 1600 for the hair. Back then they want at least 1200 for it. I looked around and found it for $500. And I got it done. And I got it done when I had almost no hair. So, little thing I want to talk about also is going to be dreadlocks. Because a lot of people always talk to me about dreadlocks. And for some weird reason, I have to educate people on dreadlocks. Not educate, because that's not my thing. I don't try to get into discussions or arguments or something that's heated about something. But since we're on that topic, dreadlocks. Dreadlocks are Ethiopians. They're not Jamaican. They're not from Trinidad. They're not from any of those. Dreadlock, and I'm gonna put the picture up here so you can see. Dreadlocks are from Ethiopia, and it's a little story. Now I'm gonna try to fast forward the story as quick as possible, but I'll give you some images so you can see. But initially, what happened was King Selassie, which is Rastafari, his real name is Rastafari. King Rastafari, Ali Selassie. Well, back then he was a general. He was fighting the Italians for parts of Ethiopia. Well, the Italians took parts of Ethiopia by the water, and I'm gonna put a map so you can see. Put by the water called Eritrea. So they took that part of Ethiopia. They didn't conquer Ethiopia, but they took part of it and they made Eritrea, which is a different country, but they colonized that part. That's with Ethiopia. When they did that, they exiled the king or the emperor, back then he was a general. They exiled him to England. Well, while he was exiled, his soldiers got so furious and mad that he was exiled that they refused to do anything to the hair, because hair is called locks. Any hair, it doesn't have to be dreadlocks. It could be regular locks, Goldilocks. Everybody has locks. So they refused to cut their hair for a few years, and their hair got matted and nasty and dirty, and that's why the name is dread, for dreaded, ugly. So that's where you got dreadlocks. Now, when he came back at around 1943, after the war, he came back. That's when the Queen went to his country and she got in front of the world. You can see those pictures on the internet too. Selassie. Later on, he was so profoundly thankful for the people that he decided to give him a homeland. He gave him 200 acres in Ethiopia so they could do their religion, or they could just live their life. They were so impressed by his generosity, and they believed that he's the descendant of Solomon, that they started seeing him as a prophet. His name is Rastafari, right? Selassie. Then he switched his name to Haile Selassie, but his name is Rastafari. That's why when you do Rastafarians, your religion is about him. He's the Rastafari, so that's his name, Rastafari. That's his actual name, Rasta, R-A-S, Fari. Rastafari. That's why they call him Rastafarians. And the country that it was Ethiopia. The color of the flag is the Ethiopian flag, and he was considered lion, kings of kings. So that's what we got. That's why we have dreadlocks. So dreadlock is not Jamaican, Ethiopian. In 1968, and I'm going to research this a little bit more, but in 1967 Selassie went to Jamaica, but in 1968 Selassie went to Jamaica. Now remember, Bob Marley was not a Rastafari until 1967 because his wife was a Rastafarian. She was a Rastafarian. He wasn't. So in 1968, Rastafari went into Jamaica, and Bob Marley's wife introduced him to Selassie, which is the king, emperor at that point in time. He converted him into becoming a Rastafarian. And then from 1968 to 1969, he became a Rastafarian, and from then on, he had the dreads. So when you see him because there's pictures of him with Selassie, with Emperor Selassie. Because Selassie died in 1974. 1968, that's when he went to, 1967, 1968, he went to Jamaica. And because remember, in 1941, he asked a lot of Jamaicans and people from the Caribbean to come to Ethiopia and live as free people. And that's the story of Rastafarians, right? That's a cult-like religion that they believe in, and they believe in the Bible, the purity of the Bible. But they also believe that Rastafari, which is Selassie, is a descendant, is a true embodiment of Jesus. So you can look it up on your own, but I'm just giving you a background on it. This is Selassie I'm talking about, and Rastafarian, Rasta. Now, why am I saying all that? Because I'm bringing it to my hair. Because my hair is brother locks. I don't even like the word brother locks. It's not corny. I wish you would have named it something else. But she named it brother locks. So, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So, right now I'm going to give you my journey into the world of brother locks. I mean, I love the hairdo. Don't get me wrong, I love my hair. Dreadlock journey from beginning to end. So I'm doing this video because a few people asked me, and I've gotten into a little conversation with co-workers of mine that didn't understand my hair. So I'm putting it out there. When you see the image, this is taken a few months before. This on my trip to Panama. I went to Costa Rica, and this is one of my jobs that I had while I was letting my hair grow. This is January 6, 2017. I'm in Miss Lee's home. She's one of my locticians. She does a great job. I was kind of nervous going there, but she made me feel real comfortable and at ease. This is the first day of my lock journey. I started this January 2017. And the weird thing is that I took a shower and I tried to shampoo my hair, and all my hair fell out. So I had to go 2 weeks later to Miss Lee's house and get my hair retightened again. It was crazy, but these are things that you learn. I mean, at this point in time, I was just learning just to walk. I was learning this new hairstyle that I had because I never let it grow this short. Because I'm coming from a baldy. I always had a short hair or had long hair. So this time I decided I was going to let it grow, and that's what you see right here. This is November 16th. The weird part about it is that in the later part of this video, you're going to see that it jumps from 1 year to the next, and that's because I lost my phone with all my pictures in it. So therefore, I started. But this is the weird part. That year, that was tough, man. That year was tough because for the simple fact that it was just so small. But after the first year, I started seeing some growth, and it started growing real fast. I just started maintaining it. All I did was put water and coconut oil in it. I would dampen my hair with water, and then I put coconut oil, and that's it. That's what I do to this day. I don't use any other chemicals or anything else. I just use water and coconut oil. And that's how I kept it since, I think that first year. Because that first year is where you try to put all these other chemicals, see what's going on, and you don't know that much about your hair. But after that year, you start really developing your own self and what makes your hair grow and what's really good for your hair. At this point in time, I was just going, I started going every month. And after the second year, it's every 2 months. And after the second year, like halfway, I started going every 4 months. So now I go to when you see it, you're gonna see it stretch out because I only go 3 times a year. I only go every 4 months. At this point in time, I went to get my hair braided because I was going to Colombia, and I only could handle that braid for like 7 days. It was so tight, and it just wasn't for me. I mean, I loved it. I thought it looks good, but at the end of the day, that's the first and last for me. I've never done a braid afterwards because I think I'm tender-headed. But as we go on, you can see that my hair started to grow and it started to develop. And the beautiful thing I like is that every time I went to my lactologist, she kept on telling me my hair is healthy, and I've never had a hair break off. Like I said, I only use water and coconut oil. That's it, nothing more. Put coconut every 3 to 4 days in my hair, and then I shampoo it or condition it probably every 2 weeks, 2.5, and that's all I do. And I've seen some great results. I see a lot of people have a lot of different remedies and stuff like that, but I've kept it real simple and basic. Water, coconut oil, and I usually go and get the Butcher coconut oil that's at the dollar store. Why? Because why not? I've been to Walmart and they cost $5. Been to the dollar store, cost $1. No, coconut oil is coconut oil. I look at the ingredients, it says coconut oil, and that's it. So that's basically all I've been doing. I've just been letting my hair grow, and I see it's weird that you don't see when you're growing your hair. It looks like it's taking forever. Now that I'm looking at it like this, I'm like, wow, it grew fast. But it was a process. But I hope you enjoyed this video. This is something I wanted to make. I want to make sure I had a good amount of time that I had, and you could actually see the hair grow. I hope you enjoyed. I made this because a lot of people have been asking me for this video. So I hope you enjoyed. This is Brand Joe.